to my art channel. Without further ado, let's get drawing.
Hi guys, welcome back. So today, as you can see, I've done this awesome Northern Lights mountain kind of Himalayan feel painting. Okay, so the first thing that I just wanted to go over before we start is that we're going to be using an array of brushes in this drawing. We've got the luminance brushes, we've got our oil brushes, and we've also got some really fun texture brushes and a concrete brush, which I don't think I've used in any of my tutorials before. These are all Procreate brushes, so you don't have to buy anything. This tutorial, you can go ahead and draw with me. It's slow enough that you can do this alongside me. And we're going to try and recreate this, which I drew earlier on today. And it's inspired by my love of nature and the fact that I really want to go and see the Northern Lights. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and, as we always do, we're going to pick our canvas size, which is going to be, sorry, wrong painting, which is going to be a screen size. So we are going to go ahead and to begin with, we're going to choose our background, which is going to be black. So we're just going to go ahead and drag and drop this entire black to the back layer. We're going to turn this off for a second so that we can see what we're doing. We're going to go to our inking brush, our studio pen, and we're going to choose a deep blue. Now we're going to be drawing our mountains one by one, and we're going to be doing these on new layers. So to begin with, we're going to start by drawing our left mountain, which we're going to draw like so, and then we're going to drag and drop. Then we're going to add a new layer, and this time we're going to be bringing the mountain up this side, and then again down here, and then we're just going to be drawing some triangle shapes, which is where we are going to be adding our white. Then we're going to add a new layer underneath all these three layers, and we're just going to draw another triangle here, and then we're going to bring it up like this. Okay, and then you should have eventually a weird looking canvas that will look something similar to this. So to begin with, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to turn on our black layer, and we're going to take each layer. So I'm just going to turn off these two layers, and then I'm going to add a new layer on top of this, and I'm going to pick my white brush, and this is where the fun begins. This white layer we're going to be bringing underneath, and we're just going to be making these mountains look 3D by bringing in white here, and then we are going to do the second layer, and we're going to add a new layer again underneath this mountain, and we're just going to bring the white line down here, and we're just going to drag and drop, and then we're going to turn on this very last layer, and we're going to add another white layer, and we're just going to bring it down like this, I'm just going to turn off this bottom layer so that I can see what I'm doing. Where'd it go? Okay. And then you're just going to do something that looks like this. Okay, now you can turn on all your other layers. Okay, now we are going to go to our first mountain. So make sure that, just to make it easier for you, turn off all these layers and leave just the one. We're going to turn on alpha lock for both of these. And we're going to go to our blue mountain first. Now, We are going to be doing painting brushes, and we're going to be using our oil paint brush. I really like these brushes, they give awesome effects. And we're just going to turn the size way up. Now I'm going to be bringing my strokes from this side down, and in the black I'm just going to be stroking like this, and then in a very bright blue. And as you can see, the brush, it blends with the other colors. And then we're going to be doing an even lighter one. You can also do white and just grey and black. And then we're going to go onto our white, and in an off-white grey we're just going to be doing the same, and again in black, but this time we're taking the strokes from the left side to the right. Okay, now we're going to go back to our blue mountain layer, and there was a brush, if I can find it, that I played about with that I actually really liked and just wanted to share it with you guys. If I can just find it for 1 second. I have no clue where it is. I'm really bad with remembering where all the brushes are, so you'll just have to bear with me. I cannot remember for the life of me where it is. Where did it go? No, was it this one? No, it wasn't this one. Sorry, talking to myself, but that's cool. I will just catch up with what I just did. Aha, abstract, the stickman brush. Okay, I love this brush. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and choose a blue color again. I'm just going to turn my size up to about probably 6. And just down here on one edge, I'm going to go ahead and just add this detail. You can also turn the transparency down if you feel like it's too bright or precocious. And I'm just going to get rid of these annoying lines. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this to our other mountains as well. So turn them on and then turn on alpha lock, and go ahead and go back to your painting and your oil paints, and just go ahead and get really messy with these and just enjoy abstract painting. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. Like when people message me and say, oh, is it okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Of course it's okay, it's art. I mean, there really is no right way unless you're drawing super realistic portraits or paintings, and even then art's art, so don't stress out about it too much. You know, just have fun with the brushes and just everything that this really cool app has to offer you. I'm on the wrong layer again. So just go ahead and just be really cool and free and just draw. And then I'm going to turn on my last layer. I turn on alpha lock for both of these. I'm going to go back to my oil paints, and I'm just going to really quickly. And then where's my stickman brush? Is under abstract. And it just get really wild with the brushes. There's some awesome brushes on Procreate to use. Okay, so go to your very bottom layer, add a new layer, and go all the way to your luminance brushes. And this time we're going to be using the light leak brush. And I'm going to be doing this in a neon green. I've never seen the Northern Lights. I have no idea what they look like. But this is what's in my mind and what I kind of want to see when I finally get there. So just go ahead and just play about with the size and the colours until you really get the, you know, the look that you are kind of going for. I really liked the way that the purple looks with the green. So and then we're going to go ahead to our magic wand and we're going to bloom so that it really lights up. We'll add some highlights and stuff onto our mountains as well in a sec. Okay, now we're going to add a new layer all on the top of these other layers. We're going to go to our inking brush and we're just going to choose some dark purples and blues for this. And we're just going to draw some really squiggly lines and we're just going to drag and drop. And then we're going to turn alpha lock on and we're going to go to our industrial brushes and our concrete block brush. And then we're just going to go ahead with a little bit of black for the shadow and then a little bit of white for the highlights. And maybe even a little bit of lime green on the top, which is just catching the lights. And then we're going to do the same again. We're going to choose a darker purple or maybe even neon black for this. And then we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to do the same. We're going to drag and drop. We're going to turn alpha lock on and we're going to go to our industrial concrete block brush and we are going to add some white for the highlights and a little bit of green texture there. Okay, so I'm really liking the way that this is coming out. And we are going to add a new layer. And we're going to go to our inking brush and in pure white, we're going to turn our size up and we're going to turn the transparency down. We're just going to add some strokes of light, which you can't actually see at the minute, but you will be able to. And it's just these little details that you'll be able to see when we just finally bloom this whole entire Northern Lights painting. And you can spend more time playing about with the colours and the brushes. It's all really fun to play about with. And we're going to add another new layer underneath our actual Northern Lights layer. We're going to go back to our luminance brushes and we're just going to choose the light pen. And in really small, subtle dots, we're going to do here in the stars. Like so. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to pinch all these layers together and we're going to click on our magic wand and we're going to go to bloom and we are going to bloom this entire painting. And as you can see now, the mountains are starting to shine and the light textures that we've put on here down the bottom. You can then go ahead, if you want to take it to the next level, and just change the hue of your entire drawing and how bright you actually make it and how dark you make it. As you can see, just a quick demonstration. And then you have your final drawing once you're happy with it, which is your Northern Lights mountain scene. I could play about with it all day and I'm sure you could. I'd love to see what you've drawn with me, so go ahead and tag me and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because it really helps me in creating more free videos for all of you out there. So if you want to come and join my Procreate group, the links are in the description. I'd love for you to be a member part of my group. We can share awesome ideas, tips, and artwork. Also, please don't forget to tag me on Instagram so that I can see what work you've created from this awesome tutorial. So love to you all, and I'll see you in the next video.